Hi everyone, this is attorney Ayhan Ogmen, and today I'm in front of you to share one of the latest news we have on immigration this week. And one of the important news we have was actually about immigration protests which were taking place in Los Angeles after ICE actually conducting multiple raids across Los Angeles, including at the Fashion District and Home Depot parking lot and the wholesale clothing distributor. After these raids, ICE actually arrested around 44 people. Because of ICE raids in different work locations in Los Angeles, protesters start actually protesting, and they were trying to appear or be actually in areas or locations where ICE were trying to take people under custody, and they were trying to protest and stop the ICE arresting those undocumented people. Because of all this development, basically ICE trying to take people under custody from workplaces and trying to protest this. Basically, federal government actually got involved, and actually they start using the military forces. President Donald Trump sent 2,000 National Guard troops to Los Angeles without consent of the California governor, Gavin Newsom, and this marking the actually first such a unilateral deployment since 1965. Basically, this is important because California Governor Newsom actually saw that the President Trump's action is not being illegal, and he actually started legal action and sued the federal government for their action. And the federal court actually directed the Trump administration to stop controlling the National Guard troops in Los Angeles and give that power back to governor. But after the Trump administration appealed, it went to appeal court. Appeal court temporarily kept the power with the President Trump, basically the Trump administration, until the decision is going to be made. So during all of those incidents, all of this development, the federal government, also Trump administration, also deployed the U.S. Marines actually in Los Angeles. And after this deployment, we can say that for the first time, we are seeing actually the active duty military personnel detain a civilian in a domestic immigration protest. All of those actions going on this week, especially after ICE raids in different locations and protesters protesting these actions of ICE, and after that the federal government getting involved with it, just actually created a chaos and actually just made the protests become more dangerous and violent. So what I could say that especially the governor of California and authorized personnel from the city of Los Angeles, they actually instructed people to stay peaceful protests and try to stay away or do any violence to person or property in the city. But based on, of course, this protest and violence part, LAPD reported approximately 400 arrests since the start of the protest, and then there were some charges included, actually assaulting police officers and possession of Molotov cocktails also included in those charges. And they were stating that at least 9 police officers were injured because of this protest. And we also saw property damage, such as fires were set in dumpsters, storefronts were vandalized and smashed, and also government buildings also being actually vandalized by some actually violent protesters. What we can tell is actually based on the ICE raids at the different workforces and workplaces, it just created this protest, and where federal government got involved, it just created an unnecessary situation where, of course, which we do not agree also, for some protesters to become a violent, destroys the streets, destroys the buildings, workplaces, so which is not acceptable. But what I would like to tell our followers or clients, that their friends and families, it's your right to protest, of course, raise your voice, but please remember, you have to do that in a peaceful way. You cannot actually become a violent person or start a violence and destroy the city, which is not acceptable. So we're hoping that our followers and our clients and any friends of theirs knows that, and stay away from any violent action, which we do not recommend, which we definitely do not advise. And we really would like our followers to make sure that they follow the law, they follow the rules. Even if they thinking about joining the protest, please stay in a peaceful manner. That's what we would like to repeat that part. I hope this news help our followers, and have a great day. Talk to you soon. This is attorney Ayhan Ogmen.